How's it going, everybody? It's Pride here, and welcome back to another Q&A video. I got a few questions for you guys, but you know, like always, if you have some for me, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And I feel like most people think they only really have to be about Dark Souls. Don't worry about that. You could ask pretty much anything, you know. There are some that cross the line, and we'll get into that. But for now, we'll leave it open to most things. On to the first question, which asks, do you think we will ever add, or do you think they will ever add another map to Dark Souls 3? Well, there's a couple variables to this. You know, the year is 2017. They are working on 3. No, I don't think they are going to add any more maps to this game. Now, they are still, you know, keeping tabs on it, and we know that because of the patch that just came out, and I'm sure by this point you must have seen my video, or at least you skimmed through and like, yeah, it's another one of those fucking idiots videos, and then just, you know, kept scrolling. But I made a short video wishing well and saying goodbye to boss invasions and the force glitch buff, which are now gone. It kind of sucks that they are gone, but it is understandable that, you know, they had to go. They are glitches, they are things that give you a edge, especially when it comes to the force buffing. If one person isn't doing it and the other person is, obviously one of those is going to have a clear advantage. My favorite part about the glitch wasn't really ever the damage and like these crazy strong weapons, except for the Lothric Knight Greatsword, which was just ridiculous. Sadly, there was a couple that I didn't get to do at the end because I thought that we were going to get the glitch, or the patch, my bad, until like late night on a Friday. So like going into Saturday, that's when I thought, and I kind of fucked up, because I was going to take that day to record a bunch of final videos with the glitch, and I wasn't able to do that. So, you know, I'll get my chance again in a couple weeks when we find another glitch. They always do. I feel like that's the one that they just can't get right. A new map, I just don't see it, man. We did get a few in the beginning when the DLCs came out, and I'm very happy about that. I'm glad that they at least gave us something. They were, I believe, all pretty much free. Like, you don't really need to have the DLC. I guess you need the DLC to unlock Arena, but maybe not both of the DLCs, you know? And some of them are good, even though mainly for 1v1s, people only play the one you guys are seeing right now. But I guess I don't really mind, you know? It's a good map. But on to the next question. Will you be playing Monster Hunter World? I did get asked this a few times after my last Q&A, since I did talk about Code Vein, which was another game that I'm looking into playing, you know, here in 2018. And here we have another game coming out in 2018. I have looked into Monster Hunter. Obviously, it's a game that's very popular, like crazy pop, maybe even the most popular video game in Japan. I did always think those games looked so damn cool and so damn fun. Just hunting down these monsters, then making weapons out of their carcasses. Sounds so cool. I believe they're all for like 3DS, right? Or like handheld consoles. And this one's coming to PS4, and it looks really freaking dope. I will probably be looking into it. I don't know how much I'll be playing it, but as long as it's fun, I definitely will be. It looks very interesting to me. Seems to have pretty decent combat. I'm definitely going to be checking it out once it comes out in 2018, like every other fucking game that I'm looking forward to. And I'm kind of curious, you know, is that one of those games that you guys would like to see me upload down the line? If I'm still around, my channel hasn't died, if YouTube hasn't gone into a full-blown apocalypse, definitely let me know. Now this one is really quick just because I did get asked recently on Twitter, do you have a Discord? And I know I don't really mention it too often, which is kind of a shame, but I do have a Discord. It's a good place, there's a bunch of cool people in there. It's a great place, especially if you're looking for a specific type of PvP that's just fun, you know? Do you want to go in there with some people, just use broken straight swords and just dumb build? You'll probably find a couple people in there who are down to try it out and have some fun. It's a good place to suggest stuff or like pick my build, Fashion Souls if I ever get back into that. It got a little bit difficult looking through those comments. A good solution would be, I guess, just to make it Discord exclusive, but I don't know about that. And when I do get in there, I'm usually in there for a few hours talking to people, so feel free to join. The link is the first link in the description. And now on to the next question. Why don't you play on PC, you casual Jesus. So I just want to let you guys know, when it comes to PC, I do sometimes play on PC. I don't really record videos on PC. Now there is a specific reason why I don't really record on PC and stream PC games. I do want to. There are some like Dark Souls 3 which I don't really feel like I want to, and I'll explain that here. Since I do get asked a bunch about PC, you know, am I ever going to play PC? All I really need to do is learn how to use OBS, which I heard is not that hard to do, and then I could play on PC. The problem is, what you guys see, especially for, you know, regular videos, all the vibrant colors that you guys see in my games, that is basically because I make it like that. You know, I have the colors in a specific way that I like the game looking. Push up those saturations a bit, you know? Make it look nice and colorful. And if I was to stream on PC, you can't really fix your colors. So pretty much everything that I would have would look gray. And also one of the bigger issues is recording videos, because usually whenever I do stream, I like making stream highlights, you know, a couple videos out of those streams, because mainly what I do is upload videos. And there is a problem with recording at the same time and streaming with OBS. I would say that's probably the biggest issue, you know, just making videos out of those streams, because if I did get, you know, VODs for that instead of like the raw file that's crisp, nice quality, at least that's the way it looks on my screen. YouTube just fucks that shit up anyways. It would still have stuff like donation pop-ups and subscription pop-ups and follow, stuff like that, which would mean the videos would just, you know, not look as good. Because I definitely do want to play some games. There are some games on PC that I can't play on console, but I do play on PC. I don't really play Dark Souls 3. Pretty much what I've been playing recently is Battlegrounds, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, like everybody fucking else. Even though I'm terrible at it, and I'm very terrible at it. People have wanted me to stream that shit and just watch me get destroyed. I don't know why. I've never been a person who plays on PC. This is literally the first year that I've ever played PC games. So maybe you'll understand why I can't really maneuver with WASD very easily or shoot with a fucking mouse. I just really need to put some more time into it. The thing is, it's one of those games that you kind of get discouraged at. You go in there, you're like, God, I just can't stop dying. Anytime I shoot, I get outshot by the biggest idiots because I'm the worst of them. I doubt it would change anyways. But yeah, I do want to start streaming on PC. Probably going to try to learn that here very soon, and you know, just keep you updated on the way things go with OBS and all that shit. Maybe I could find a better solution for it. On to the next one, which is any plans for 100,000 subs? Man, I feel like, to be honest, that seems so far away from this point right now. You know, things aren't exactly booming at this point when it comes to my channel. So, you know, I'm gaining subscribers pretty slowly. It's slowed down like to a crawl recently, and it's understandable, you know. Dark Souls 3 is kind of like plateauing, or at least maybe it did when the second DLC came out a couple months back. So when we hit 100,000 subs, you know, if that happens here fairly soon, I don't really have any plans for it. So I might as well go ahead and put this out there. You know, if you have anything you might want to see, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. Like maybe I could do like a playthrough of Dark Souls 2, play Dark Souls 2, or do some Bloodborne PvP. But for now, I don't really have any plans for it. Have you seen and will you play Sinner? And I did have to answer this, and I don't think many people, I think it was like one dude who asked this, but I don't know if you guys have seen this game, Sinner. So look it up. It's a Souls-Borne like game, and it's almost ashamed to say that because it might be the biggest ripoff of like Dark Souls and Demon Souls that I've ever seen. So much so that there are some bosses that are like exactly Dark Souls and Demon Souls bosses. But I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty fucking cool, and I probably will be playing it once it comes out. And that's another game that apparently is it on PS4? I think it's PC and PS4. Let's be honest though, that shit is not coming out on PS4, dude. They're not gonna get any support from Sony to put that shit out on PS4, but definitely for PC. It has a lot of mechanics similar to Dark Souls. Doubt it'll have PvP, but it'll probably be a fun little game if it ever sees the light of day. So yeah, I am actually looking forward to that one. And for the last question, with little to no support for Dark Souls 3, do you see the game having the lifespan of something like Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 2? Don't laugh, alright? Dark Souls 2 had a pretty good lifespan. Shit, there's people still playing it. That's hard to say, man. I feel like a lot of people don't like Dark Souls 3 because there is so much unbalance in this game. It's hard to get stuff right, I think, in a game like Dark Souls for PvP, just because you also have this big PvE that for a lot of people is the main focus. The biggest thing about Dark Souls are the campaigns, not PvP. We're in the minority here. But you are right with the pretty much little to no support nowadays. I believe the last patch is going to be this patch fixing the force buff glitch unless it comes back again, which hopefully in a couple weeks we'll see. I don't see any patches for weapons making anything better or worse, adding any new maps, anything like that. You could even say that Dark Souls 2 had like the most balanced PvP. There are some shit that are crazy strong, and obviously there was some stuff that were a huge bummer for PvP, like Soul Memory. Made it really hard to get matched up with people, especially for invasions. But we've been going, what, almost 2 years now that this game has been out. I think it's been about a year and a half. I do think this game is going to have a pretty nice long lifespan, similar to something like Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 1. There may still even be people playing Dark Souls 1 to this day. Is it the most balanced? It's not. There's so much wrong with that game, but it's a great game. I sadly never really got to experience PvP on that game, especially when it was booming. I mainly got there when it was full of hackers on the 360 and people who were insanely good and just backflip their way right out of my weapon range. Those games pretty much get little to no updates nowadays, and you still see people on them. So I do believe that like a year from now, there will still probably be a player base that is bigger than those games on Dark Souls 3. I feel like it will probably be mainly PvP people. PvE maybe we'll move on to different stuff, different games. Fuck, maybe even a new From Software game. Although I would say there's always going to be a couple of people left playing Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 1. We're talking about PvP here, so that's why I didn't really mention Bloodborne. Either way, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like always, man, leave those questions down below. Hop in the Discord, and maybe you'll catch me there soon. Thank you so much for watching. A like is very much appreciated. If you still made it to this point, I don't know how many people have. Thank you most of all. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace, everybody.